I wouldn't go back. For $100 an hour job, I wouldn't go back.
Interesting.
I would not go back at all. Getting up in the morning, doing what you have to do, and rushing to go and punch the clock to make somebody else rich. You get to decide what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, how you're going to do it. And us, we work really hard. So it pays off because we're working for ourselves instead of giving all our energy and everything to somebody else to make them rich so they can live a good life. In the U.S., we're kind of groomed to be an employee, you know, work for someone.
Like my friend said, he is in Ohio. He said, I have tried four times and I have to go back.
Really?
Yeah, 4 times. He said, man, I wish I can do it. Everybody wanted to come home. About 90%. Who wanted to get up in the morning and go and clock and, I mean, stress? Yeah, no. Everybody wanted to come home, but they're scared that when they get home, the money will get finished and then they have to go back.
One thing you regret the most?
I think leaving the Caribbean and coming to America.
Oh, really? Why is that?
I left my house, my inheritance, everything in the Caribbean. I had it made. I came here when I was 30 years in 1983, you know, and I had houses, my father left, car, everything.
I was doing well back home. I had my shit together back home. I was living large until my wife started telling me about her American dream, that we must move to America or I stand a chance of losing her. I had to sell whatever I had back home, all my property, to come to America just to start afresh. Coming to America has been the toughest moment of my life. You know, I started looking for a job here and there. I couldn't succeed in any decent job. The only job I succeeded having was taking care of old people. Now my wife is threatening to divorce me, telling me that this is not what she signed for, that she can't deal with this anymore. You get to the point now. She says she doesn't like what I do. Going back, I can't even go back home now because I don't even have anything back home. I literally sold all my property back home to come to America. I don't know what to do.
Oh my God, in as much as some persons are actually saying they regret moving, like if you check the comment section, some persons will still be telling you that please do not discourage us to move to America. That is your own fate. Our own fate is going to be different. Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's Sonia and I'm back again with another mind-blowing video. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are fine. Hope you guys are good. If this is the first time tuning in, do it, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comment, and lastly, do not forget to share. A lot of immigrants, a lot of people that migrated to America, to US, are saying on daily basis that they actually regret. The funny part is they are still going to be saying it. Why some persons are still going to be in the comment section saying, oh, if you regret, come back home. Oh, if you regret, do not discourage us not to move to the US. Do not discourage us. At least let's go test the life there and regret as well before we'll start picking our camera to actually keep saying something. I was actually one of those people that time that will always keep telling you that, oh, I just want to move abroad. I just want to move abroad. But at some point of my life, when I started having real-time friends and sisters relocating abroad and then sharing their experience with me, I'm not going to say that fully I'm not going to move, right? But I just told myself that if there is any need of me moving, I think I should be able to weigh the option of the real advantages and disadvantages. And to be honest, a lot has been happening in the streets. A lot of people, I still have a lot of bunch of videos that I'm going to be sharing with you guys where you see people talk on daily basis. But I feel like when people are saying this, these are a yardstick measure for you to be able to learn. And even if you want to move, you should know that this is a life that you're actually going to face. Because I believe that at some point of these same people's life, they have been told that their abroad life is actually not going to be easy, but they actually moved and then they test and see that the Lord is good. A lot is really happening on the streets of US, to be honest. And I have a lot of bunch of views. Like I said, I'll just go ahead, play some of these clips for you guys as well. And I want to get your opinion in the comment section. Then I'll come back for the commentaries. It's not easy. Let's just continue this video.
Real talk. Real talk. So, if you're there fasting and praying to come to America, I think I would say you scroll because this video is not for you. But I think I would say stay and listen so that when you're praying, you also know. It's good to pray with understanding, right? And the people who are like, oh, you should stop discouraging people and stuff like that, please, it's not today. Don't start today. Don't start with me. I need to rant. So, it's officially one year in America. I actually came here February 2024. Yeah, so I'm officially 1 year. And I don't want to cry. I miss my life home. Yeah. If I was given the opportunity right now, I'll pick my life back home without thinking twice. Ever since I got here, I have just been thinking so much, and I'm like, I had things going on for me. Life was good. I kept thinking about, I've been thinking from time to time. I'll just sit and think all the projects I had back home, all the things I was doing. I'm not a lazy person. I consider myself a very hardworking woman. And so I had life going on for myself. So let me give you a backstory. I moved here not necessarily to look for greener pastures, but because I met a man that I fell in love with, and he happens to be from here and live here. And because of everything we've been told by the media about America and how great this place is, how this is the land of milk and honey, I thought it's only wise, and I'm also very traditional, so I thought it's only wise for me to follow my husband and live where he lives. My husband has been here for some time. He has lived outside the US. He's lived in Germany. He's lived in Iran or Iraq. I think Iraq. He's a veteran. So he has always been mentioning here and there about, how difficult life is here, like just the challenges that are in this country. But I never listened. I used to listen to him with this ear and it will leave with the other ear. You know how Africans we are, like, based on what we've been told, America is all this. So I was like, this man doesn't want me to enjoy the American dream. But he has time without number expressed his dissatisfaction about this place. Heck, he doesn't even want to retire in this country. And if he was given the opportunity as well, like right now, he would also choose to leave. So anyway, I didn't come to America for greener pastures, like I was saying. Even before I met him, I had a good life back home. I had a stable job. I had opportunities. I was happy. I was enjoying food. I was enjoying the warm community. I was enjoying the good weather. I could travel every weekend. I was on the road just traveling. As a corporate person or being in corporate, having 21 days off annual leave every year, by the time it got to December, I never had any leave left. I was that outgoing, and I really loved my life back home. So I don't know if it's because I moved here when I'm old enough, because I moved here when I was 30 years old, and so that's why I'm having a hard time adjusting. But I really, really miss home. I really, really miss home. There are times I just want to let all the years we've, struggled just to get my visa to come here go down the drain, and I just move back home and just continue with the projects that I had, just continue with what I was doing there. But I just keep telling myself, let me keep pushing, because maybe this feeling will go away. I've spoken to, I'm literally shaking. I've spoken to quite a number of people who have stayed here for some time, and they keep telling me this is normal. It's a normal feeling to feel when you're still new. And that you get used to, life here. So I don't know at what point I'll stop thinking about this. The reason why I recorded this video, the reason why I started recording this video is because this morning that feeling hit me so hard. I'm just seated here and I'm like thinking of everything that I was doing back home, and I'm like, maybe I should just go back and do that. Like, it was working. I don't have to start from scratch. And like I said, I'm a career person. I'm a career woman. So I don't necessarily need to work. My husband can take care of us, but I still want to work because I believe in empowering myself and growing and, just having something going for myself as a woman. So I can't just sit at home and say, oh, I don't want to start from the scratch or from the ground. I think that's one of the reasons that's really making me feel frustrated, is because by the time I was leaving home, I was up here in my career, and of course nobody will recognize that when you come. You can't tell them, hey, look, I was a manager back home, and they start you off at the managerial position. No, I'm really grateful that I've joined the field that I was back home, sales and marketing or customer service, because that's what I love doing. So I've joined that, but you have to start from scratch. Aside from that, there's food. I'm just having a very hard time with food. Sometimes it's just so difficult to eat. I'm like, what can I eat? So many people have suggested like Kenyan foods, but I have to drive like 2 hours away to just go get food or Kenyan food. And it's not sustainable to buy Kenyan food all the time. You get what I mean? Yeah, and generally just the feeling, the vibe, it's also exhausting as a parent, because there's no help here. You really have to just do everything, you and your partner. Oh my God, it's just so much. But yeah, this is also part of the relocation journey that probably you will not see. But here we are. Here we are.
The amazing thing is, A lot of people just see it as a norm that when you go to a certain place, you just definitely get to adjust. This is how the system is. This is how the things work. It is normal for you to feel. It is not normal. It is not normal. If it is not working, it's not working. You can hear from the horse's mouth. She is not even in particularly looking for greener pasture. Then calculate it to people that actually are in American for greener pasture. In her own case, her husband can even still take care of them, take care of things, even if she's sitting down doing nothing. But because of the life she already have in her own country, back in her country, it is not becoming normal. It is not becoming something she feel she can just enjoy any longer. You can imagine, like, I know that feeling, right? Of you having something that you're actually running back to, and at the end of the day, those things just disappear. The freedom, the love, every single thing that you've actually planned or budgeted for your life. A lot of persons will actually not understand where this lady is coming from, because, like I said, when I went to the comment section, a lot of persons were saying a lot of things. Our videos were actually flying, to be honest, and some persons were like, oh, do not discourage us. We want to. You will not understand the freedom you have in your own country. I'm not saying if you have the opportunity to travel or move to the US that you should not move to the US. Please feel free to move to the US. It is your choice. You understand, everybody have their own choice. But all of these videos are videos that you should also see to be able to make your decision. Am I really, really comfortable of moving to the US? If the life and your standard of living is relocating to US and it meets up to the standard, why not? Who will actually advise you to like stay back in your country? And if you know that you have not even started, or you're just even trying to gather yourself, you have not even become that particular odogu, make your decisions very well, because all of this content that people are actually doing, they're not just doing it for fun, they are doing it because this is actually what they are experiencing, and this is what you need to see as an individual. Anyways, let me play the rest of those clips that I have here, and then we'll come back and wrap up with the commentaries of this video. Learn. It is very important. Learn.
I regret
Yes, I know
coming to
you're
the
wondering
United
what the topic is
States.
about, and I actually do regret coming to the US. Hear me out. I know that I'm in an amazing PhD program. I have an amazing advisor. I have amazing lab members. I'm advancing my career by being in this PhD program, but I still feel like I regret coming to the US. This is literally the first time I am saying this out. I have always thought about it in my head. I've always talked about it in the shower, but I've never spoken about it outside. I've never told anyone that I regret coming to United. I think I had this conversation with my dad one time when we were just catching up, and that was. So I'm going to explain. Prior to moving to the United States for my master's program in 2018, I used to run an NGO back in Nigeria called Project 17, where we advocate for sustainable development goals. That was the best thing that happened to me. In fact, I was running Project 17 full time after I had quit on my job, my full-time job. I had a full-time job, which I only worked for like 2 months. That story for another day. But I started working on Project 17 full-time. In fact, a day before I was coming to the United States, I won an award. Yes, an award based on my work with Project 17. So coming into the US, even I was excited to get my master's. I wanted more knowledge, and I also wanted to advance in my career. But since I got here, I felt like I have lost myself. Prior to coming here, I was so vocal about climate change, climate action. I was also very vocal about achieving the Sustainable Development Goals, which are United Nations goals. But since I got here, I have been a little bit more into my shell. I don't know if that was part of like the new culture and new environment that I find myself in. And why I brought up all this was because I am currently preparing for a program that I had orchestrated and I had planned for my department to celebrate Women's Month this March, which is coming up in next week. And I find myself, having panic attack and thinking, oh my God, are you going to do well or are you going to flop? Is everybody going to see that you're not who you say you are when you were applying to your PhD program? Is your advisor going to be disappointed in you? Those thoughts just keeps flooding my head, and I'm like, you got it. Like, you ran a successful NGO where you were being recognized by the government, the private sector, and all of this, but now you're bothering yourself and you're, having many panic attacks over an event that you're going to moderate. Like, how? I'm not sure if I'm the only one who feels this way or if anyone also feels this way at this.
Okay, part 2. Disadvantage of living in America. Number 1 is cost of living. Cost of living is very high. House rent, high. I know we earn a lot here. We earn in dollars and all that, but it's high. You might be earning $3,000 in 2 weeks or $1,000 in 2 weeks. Your house rent might be $2,000, or your house rent in a month might be $4,000. It depends on where you want to live, but cost of living is high. Food is expensive, and they're not good food. Let's not even go there. Okay, cost of living is high. Everything is high here. Transportation, Uber. Don't even go to Uber. Don't use Uber when you come to USA. Don't ever use bus. It's high. It's expensive. It's very expensive. Okay, number 2. Number two disadvantage is healthcare is expensive too. The cost of healthcare is high. You go to the hospital for one thing, maybe for check-up. In fact, before you even go to the hospital, you need to make a reservation. It's not like Nigeria where you can just walk into a hospital like that. If you walk into a hospital, they will charge you for emergency. Hey, and you don't want to know that emergency price, my dear, it's high. If you go to the pharmacy, CVS or anywhere to buy drugs, high. Okay, so number three disadvantage is social issue. Okay, so I mentioned this in my previous video, but somebody was attacking me. I mean it. Nobody send anybody papa for here. They don't care. Even blacks, even your fellow black, they don't care. See, we care for ourselves so much in Africa or in Nigeria more than this country. I promise you, in the USA, I no go talk too much on this one. Nobody send you. If you like, they die for your apartment. They go to see a movie, they shout. They don't go come, oh. Nobody go come for your rescue. Okay, so number 4. What is number 4? Number 4 is the fact that food is not real here. I know the way we eat organic in Nigeria, chicken, organic. In fact, the chicken say we rear for house. They're not organic food here. Okay, some are organic, but the ones that are organic very expensive, and then the ones that are not organic are cheap because they're not good food. That's why everybody is sick here. I will not say too much on that one. Then number 5 disadvantage is the weather. Oh my god, it's good if you get used to it, but if you're just coming winter, as I'm speaking to you, the weather here, I'm so cold. I know in Nigeria we don't have, okay, we have a Harmattan.
I'm not happy in America. I'm depressed in America. I want to go back to my country, but my family prefer I die in America instead of coming back to my country because I'm their only source of income. You get to the point now. That is what a student that came to America to study called me yesterday to complain about. You see, it's not as if there is no life in America. But most of you, when you come to America with your ancestral problem. A problem that your great forefathers could not solve. Now they put it in your head, as small as you are, for you to solve it. How are you going to be happy? How are you going to have life of your own? You are working all your life to solve this problem that your great forefathers could not solve. You get to the point now. I tell people, the earlier you realize that the people you are killing yourself to help don't even care about your mental well-being. They don't even care about you. Listen, work on yourself. When you succeed, you have more to give. But when you fail, the person you are trying to help will still find a way of helping himself. You get to the point now. When you come to America, seek ye the American dream first, and every other things shall be added unto you. Stop killing yourself to solve a problem you did not create. Work on yourself. You get to the point now. Work on yourself. When you succeed, you have more to give. When you succeed, you will give humanity more. But when you fail, the people you are killing yourself to help will still find a way to move forward without you. There is life here. But some of you come to America You are in America, but your spirit, your soul is living in somewhere else, working anti-clockwise to take care of people that don't even check up on you, that don't even care if you are living or you are dead, to take care of people that prefer you die here instead of going to a place you find happiness because you are their only source of income. You get to the point now, work on yourself. There is life in America. America is so beautiful. I'm telling you, I used to have this mentality until I work on myself to see the beauty of this great country. There's life here. America is so beautiful.
At this point, what I will say is make your decision and make your choice. It's your life. If you want to move to the US, kindly move to the US. If you are also living in the US and you enjoy staying in the US, let us know. Because to be honest, in as much as a lot of persons are actually saying, oh, I regret moving to the US, I wish I never moved to the US, a lot of persons are still grateful and they will still tell you that they will choose US or America over and over and over again over any single reasons. You understand? There is no country that do not have disadvantages and there is no countries that do not have advantages. So what I only say and what I will keep saying is, if you want to go, be able to weigh your pocket, weigh your stance. Where did my stand meet up to? Did it meet up to the class of living in the US? Fine, you move. Did it meet up to the class of living in my own country? Because as you guys can see, some of the clips that I played for you guys, it is not just only from blacks. Okay, so people should not just say, oh, it's just, we have whites also talking, like a US lady that actually got married to an African man that she's even telling you that she will never move even for $100 per hour job because of how they were actually groomed. And we also have people at least that will still tell you that, oh, we are actually doing well, we are grateful for being here, we love our life here despite everything that is happening. You know, everybody have their opinion and everybody have how they actually do react to things. Some persons can actually cope in a particular certain situations or condition or whatever they find themselves, while some others cannot even cope in some certain kind of situation. Anyways, it is your decision to actually make. This video is not discouraging you that you should not move to the US. And to every clip that's actually used in this video, credit goes to the direct creators of those particular content, which is the original creators of those particular content. This is just we just bringing out our own opinion so that you can be able to know if moving to the US is actually an option. Anyway, let me know in the comment section, will you move to the US if you have been given that opportunity? If you're in the US, what do you think? Do you love your life out there? Do you regret moving to the US, or you still enjoy moving to the US? Now, if you're not in the US, with all of this video that you've been seeing, what is the decision? Let us know in the comment section. Anyways, if you've not subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments. And lastly, do not forget to share for every other person to get this good news. And yes, with that being said, with no further ado, I'd like to say in my videos, I'm going to be seeing back and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye. I love you guys. Peace out. Mwah.